Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Essence. Now, if you've been on my channel for a little bit, you would know that in addition to giving spiritual advice, sometimes I'll just give you overall advice or a little bit of philosophy that I live by that may be pertinent to your lives. So, I wanted to make a little video as it pertains to my own life, and it may pertain to yours as well. So, you guys know that we're living in a very topsy-turvy time. Obviously, for a while, inflation now has come about. We have all these problems happening in America, and all over the world has problems, that's for sure. And, there's a lot of corruption out there, a lot of injustice. There's just a lot of crap out there. And within that crime and corruption, there is speckled about, and it's not just in America, it's everywhere, people who want to make change, positive change, people who want to put a stop to this. I am one of these people. People who want to change the world for the better. And my goals encompass that. But a lot of people who are in the same situation, who may have the same or similar goals, may be a little off-put because, things seem a little hopeless. Things in the world seem like they're out to get us, to stop us from actually making a difference in this world in a good way. And I say this because I feel that way. I definitely know that there are people out there who are trying to stop us from bringing enlightenment to the world, for bringing knowledge into the world, for actually opening people's eyes to the truth. And I don't want to just help people in physical way, but I also want to help people in spiritual way, of course. Help bring people around to the idea that, magic exists and what we could possibly do with magic. If you've seen the video where I talk about exactly what I believe in, you know that I believe we can go far with magic. It's just a matter of frequency and how much work and effort we put into it. And I've got multiple sets of goals that are just for my general life. Like I said that I am saving for a house, and that is a decent goal. I think that's a decent goal for anybody to have. I am currently working towards said goals, and therefore, I'm working hard. It's not easy, but I'm working towards it. And spiritual goals are another thing entirely. But when I do get my house, I do want to work on myself spiritually, really focus on magic, really hunker down in my own little solitude bubble, really focus on increasing myself spiritually, my power. Also, in the meantime, I've been trying to get myself in shape, and it has not been easy. Getting on that elliptical, trying to do push-ups, sit-ups, get myself in good physical shape, as well as a good mental mindset. And I do consider myself to be a very positive person, a very optimistic person, but of course it's not always easy to be that way, and that's fine. Life isn't easy, but there's always hope. As long as you're alive, there is hope. As long as you are working towards your goals, there's hope. The only real failure is when we give up. Right? If you give up on your goals, if you give up on your dreams, if you try something new and don't succeed and you give up, that's true failure. And that's nothing to be proud of, at least in my opinion. But we keep on. A lot of us keep on. Even if we don't triumph with certain things that we try, believe me, I've tried different ways to try and earn more money towards my goals that have not succeeded. But I've always tried something else, or I've tried them again in a different way. I've heard if at first you don't succeed, try again. But I've also heard a different version of that where if at first you don't succeed, find out why it didn't succeed and then try again. I like that version. It definitely is better because if you try the same thing twice and it doesn't work, then that's kind of, beating a dead horse. Um, but and of course I have family and some friends where I tell them my goals, and some of them are just like, "Oh, that's really good. I really hope you do achieve them." Genuine people. Then you got those ones who are like, "Yeah, good luck with that." Kind of supportive but kind of sarcastic. And then of course I've had some people in my family and some people I associate with who are like, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that. Nice try, but you're not going to be able to do that. And despite all this, I still work towards those goals. There's people out there who said, "Oh, even if magic does exist, you're never going to be able to reach the level or frequency that you are thinking of in this lifetime, and probably not in anyone's lifetime." You could always go ahead and be of that mindset. You can always go ahead and be of that belief. But those people will never achieve anything great in terms of that because they limit themselves by thinking that way. Same thing with my general goals. If I give in to the notion that these goals are impossible or these goals are most likely not going to be how I believe that they will turn out, even if I do succeed with them, which it's true. A lot of things do not always turn out as we expect them to be. Even if we do succeed in our goals, they may not turn out exactly as you envision them in your mind. So it's good to keep yourself kind of grounded with them. You don't want to have too high of fantasies, which some of mine are very high. But then again, this is what drives me to them. And I go in fully knowing and understanding that it's probably and most likely not going to turn out how I envisioned them in my mind. But that's okay. That's okay. But it's what's moving me now. And if no one else in life believes you, whether it's your friends or family or both who don't believe in your dreams, you know what? I'm just going to say sincerely, I believe in you. I believe you can do it. Don't give up. True failure is only when we give up. And you have to think, okay? People like Nikola Tesla, Benjamin Franklin, Albert Einstein. These were just some of the many people who were once considered crazy, who were once considered merely dreamers that actually had no real knowledge whatsoever. They were just living in a fantasies that were never going to come true. And yet, these people, one of the many people out there who have gone down in history for doing something great, for discovering incredible things, true things in this life that everyone said wasn't true, for proving people wrong because they thoroughly believed in themselves and they thoroughly believed that what they were trying to discover was accurate. Yeah, maybe they weren't successful in all accounts, and maybe they were wrong about certain aspects of what they were trying to accomplish, but they accomplished it. And yeah, we all can't be Albert Einsteins, we can't all be Nikola Teslas, and we can't all be Albert Einsteins. But that shouldn't stop us from trying. That way, when our time comes, at least nobody can say that we didn't try. If I were to look at myself at my own funeral, And the only thing that could be said about me was that I lived a small-time life, never really going after anything, just living. Never accomplished anything great, never even tried. I would be so heartbroken. I would be so ashamed of myself. Now I understand not everyone has big goals. Not everyone is out for the bigger things. Some people are content with merely having a job that, they don't hate. Having a family, finding true love, having a couple of kids, a decent house, growing old with someone and having little adventures with them. I'm not going to say that's a bad goal because that truly is not. It's just for now, at least, that isn't for me. Like, I do want a good house someday. I want a decent house, a decent place to live. I do want to do something that I actually have a passion for, not just fills my pocket and gets me by. I don't want kids. No, I am actually very thorough on the fact that I do not want kids. And as for true love, I mean, I don't want to get married. If I'm with someone, I feel like if I really feel like I'm with the right person, I don't feel like we have to go through the whole expensive venture of getting married, having legal papers drawn up to prove to the state that we are married. I'd be happy just being with someone who understood me, who helped me and supported me with my goals, never let me down, stuff like that. But those goals are at the back of my mind at this point. Right now, I am just trying to get to my general goals, which of course are aligned with my spiritual goals as well. I have bigger and better things in mind. I have some fantasies and dreams and goals that are like over the top, like past the stars and beyond. But that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me working hard, and I will continue. And I hope for all of you out there who have such goals in mind, I hope you're working towards your goals. Keep up the good work. And remember, if no one believes in you, I believe in you. Take from that what you want, but I believe in you. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And good luck with your goals. Bye-bye now.